Obesity was not a problem before the 1980s, but after the 1980s, it started rising sharply, and today it has become a full-fledged epidemic worldwide. The website of WHO says that there are 650 million people all across the world who are suffering with obesity. In fact, it is so serious of a disease that it is in fact one of the largest killer in the world. It's not terrorism, it's not some natural calamity, it is obesity, which is the primary cause of death. Okay, so what are the factors which actually lead to obesity? Let's discuss them one by one, and let me tell you one thing, that these are the exact factors which one of my client fixed, and he ended up losing about 10 kgs in a span of about 3 to 4 months. So listen to me very carefully. I'm going to discuss them one by one. Okay, let's get going. The first one is a sedentary lifestyle. Today, our lives have become more sedentary in nature than any other time in the history of humanity. You want to call for food, you want to call for a cab, you want to get something delivered. Everything is literally at the click of a button. All you have to do is just open an app and just click the button. It's that simple. This convenience is good until it makes you unhealthy, until it makes your life sedentary. In fact, 30 years ago, an average human walked for about 15,000 steps on an everyday basis. Today, that number has come down to about 5,000, actually less than that. This is a huge dip in the amount of physical activity that we do as humans on an everyday basis. So one of the best ways to counter obesity is to walk for about at least 8,000 plus steps on an everyday basis. This is not just good for your physical well-being, this is also great for your mental well-being. So try to get more steps during the day, try to take it up slowly and hit the 8 to 10,000 marks on an everyday basis, and you will start seeing your health transform. The next point is lack of sleep. Now, besides the obesity epidemic, there is a very silent epidemic that the world is going through, and that one is of sleep deprivation. Now, people are sleeping for less than 7 hours every night compared to what an average person needs, which is about 7 to 9 hours. Now, when you go to sleep, what happens is that your blood pressure slows down, your heartbeat drops, and your body recovers in a lot of ways. So when you don't sleep enough, when you don't sleep on an average 7 to 9 hours every night, your body doesn't get the time to rest and it doesn't get the time to recover. When this happens, a lot of issues develop, like heart issues, hypertension, etc., etc. Another thing that happens when you don't sleep enough is that your hunger hormones basically go haywire. Now, when that happens, you don't feel satisfied with the food that you eat. You feel cravings for a lot of sugary foods. And when that happens, you end up consuming more than your body can burn. And when this situation continues, you end up turning obese. Now, besides the health issues, there are also a lot of issues that get created because you do not sleep. And those issues are created at your workplace. Okay, so if you really want to perform great at work, if you really are ambitious and if you really want to achieve well, sleep is literally your competitive advantage. So sleep for about 7 to 9 hours every night. Just make sure that you're well rested when you wake up and you'll be good to go. The last point is packaged food. So before the 1980s, the process of preserving food was not as sophisticated as it is today. But when the globalization started picking up, food started getting transported from one country to another, and this basically pushed the companies to increase the shelf life of their food items to about 6 months to 12 months and even more. So to meet this new demand, companies started putting in preservatives inside the food packets. Now, please understand that preservatives are actually anti-nutrients, which means that they hinder the absorption of nutrients in your body. So when you eat packaged foods for a long time, then you basically end up depleting your body of essential vitamins and minerals. So this pushes the body into crisis mode, which eventually switches on the fat storage mode. When this continues for a long time, the person becomes obese and sick as he is deprived of all the essential vitamins, minerals, and the nutrients which are required for different functions of the body, right? So make sure that you have about 80% of your diet from whole foods, Okay, 20% is something that you can have your favorite foods, whether it be fast food or chips or whatever. Not something that I would promote, but 80% is something that you should be consuming from your whole foods. Okay. Now there is another set of information that I would like you to get your hands on, which is the 5 common myths of losing fat. It's right here. Do check it out. You will be safe from the different scams which the fitness industry or the fat loss industry is filled with. Okay, once you watch this video, you will be in safe hands. Now before you go, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join the Telegram community where I post free content, and if you have any questions, you can ask me those questions over there and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, and if you want to get coached by me to improve your health, check out the link in the description below and fill the form, and I will personally reach out to you. Have a wonderful day.